And how did you feel when I DM'd you and said, I would love to sit with you?
It was very interesting, very interesting. I don't get such invites a lot, or maybe I also just try to turn them down as much as I can.
Yeah.
But also because I want to honor an invite that aligns with me and what I believe in.
Yes.
I never want to be in a space where I'll not feel good after that. So I've been familiar with the platform, and I'm like, you know what? There's a chance for me to go there and tell my story, and why not? Why not? Also, I'm very, very fond of you. I wouldn't have said no to you.
And I appreciate the time of woman. Like, she said yes.
I didn't think about it twice.
Yes.
I wouldn't have said no to you.
And what's your take on what this angle? I know and other people would think I'm undermining. I don't think if been undermining Gaslam, I would be having this and speak so proudly and wanted everything to be about Gaslam and all that. Other people but you cannot wanna inspire us while upumile. We get inspired by you being there. We see witness when ulapha nabantu hopeless. What's your take in that?
But that's a lie. That's a lie. Like we grow bigger than the places we're born in. I think for me the most important thing wherever I go, I don't want to lose the fact that Ndivelekazi. So I don't want to have a different twang.
Yes.
I don't want to almost not recognize myself. And if anything, and if there's a conversation that leads to that, I'll always let you know. I'm there. And I love how people will just say, oh, I don't want to lose that.
Yes.
I don't want to even lose that when I'm in the boardroom. I don't want to lose that when I'm in a lecture room. Yes. I don't want to lose that because honestly, a lot of people relate to you. Like a lot of people relate to you. And I want to be a relatable person.
Yes.
I want to be a relatable person. And guys, there's a lot that I can easily take us back. There's so many bad habits, even bad for you as a young professional or a person that is trying to make it out. So Puma definitely have to, but just don't forget where you're coming from. And I don't have a problem with you pushing this ulapa. And you're not a stranger, man. You're not a stranger. You are still accessible to people there, whether online or offline, and you don't have to physically be there every week to prove it back.
Yes.
You're saying it every chance you get, as much as you can, and that's enough for me, honestly.
Thank you. And I feel bad sometimes. Other people, they be like, how do you inspire other people? But because then I discover as much as it brings so much happiness at me, it brings so much sadness again.
I don't, sorry to cut you, but I don't think that's a very fair comment to make to someone. Also, it just means now as the person saying that you are not awufundi, because honestly, that's an entire conversation on its own that we can start about ikasi, that you will lose yourself trying to be a hero there. We need to talk about the bad drinking habits, the bad spending habits, the bad.
They were bashing on me on TikTok. They were like, "Are you sure you are a South African? Are you sure? You're speaking shit about us. Who are you protecting? I was like, but I'm being honest. As much as I speak isn't as nice about.
I feel like I can fully say that because even as a young professional, when I was completed with my degrees, I stayed at Gasi for like 3 years or 4, and I didn't like the person I was. I didn't like how I made it my personality to go out. I didn't like how literally you think you're cool because of what you drink, because of the places that you go to.
Attention,
there's an unhealthy competition of I went to this place and uban banagagai and I'm seeing, but immediately I left because I honestly I got over it.
Thank you. And another thing about Dufunega, I understand. This is what I said the other day. But other people, they will praise you about every weekend. And then when you're out there, you'll be like, hey, people are living. Like they not get hyped about people. They talk about and you only learn that when you're out there. But it doesn't take away where you're from. I mean, I think I'm here, and in my subconscious mind, it's my people, my people, my people. And I always say it out loud, ba abantu bam, abantu bam, abantu bam. And the platform, ayivalelanga. Whoever wanna be here, I want them to come through. Because I feel ba ngabona abantu abandaziyo on my lowest.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there was a time I was that you know, such
that's
things.
true. Like I honestly didn't like the person I was, and up to this day, I think there's people that are struggling to accept me as this person that no longer cruise a lot. I do go out. I'll go us in a weekend and want to go Vasco. And I think now I like the fact that I'm okay with going to the khashas.
Yes.
I want to be there. I want to be there. But back then I'm obsessed about being seen paya na paya. Now no, it's kumnandi from napaya, and I'm there and that's it. I'm okay with that. And I like the fact that my phone is not even inside. I don't have to post anything. I don't have to do anything. Whereas there was that spokas that I'd literally have his data because I'm here, I'm second location. And you think that was being
cool.
that what cool being cool is, but it's honestly not that. And it took me like moving out of Ikasi for me to be like.
But what you know what I should tell you right now, don't beat yourself hard about it. I think we all have to be on that phase empilweni zethu. Because if you always look back and be like, because now you don't feel like formal when you're on that stage, but if you're missing out. But now, even if you 6 months it feels like you were there last week. It's same shit.
I always say this, like, you are not missing out on anything. You're not missing. It's the same vibe. It's almost the same people, and you now I just like the fact that I have so much control around it. Because I want to go and I have the funds for it. As opposed to now, back then you guys would go. And you know, so now I'm just like, nah, we're not doing that. So and you know, misery likes misery. So there is still gonna be those people like us that will like bring you down and stuff like that. And I think the other thing, Basekas, is that you start even fighting battles that are not yours. I'm out here fighting with a 40-year-old. Hello.
Bluetooth you should prove loyalty.
You know, it's that. So like, leave, just don't be in the space.
And don't look down on other people as well.
Know, so it's things that I had, some things you really realize them and you're like, this is not the direction I want my life to go, and be content with that. There's an era where I was a host, and I don't know how I got to that position. Yes, I was a groovist that went to groove, but events I want to go to, and all of a sudden this was now turned into a job. I'd go to an event that I don't want to go to only in the name because I'm booked. So I realized, I really have these goals I wanna reach in my career, and they really don't mix with this. Or it would take away from the great academic person that I am, or a researcher or a lecturer that I am, if now I'm seen, you understand? And I want to be a good example.
And the past year's follower.
Yeah, so I was just like, maybe this is where we need to start. And as much as at some point it was fun, because now you go to be, your alcohol is now funded. Your tickets are now funded, as opposed to buying them yourself.
You're an it girl.
I had to let it go. I wasn't that girl.
But do you understand where it took you, the angle? Did you understand why you were at that space?
I think it was just it was too much of grooving that exposed me and other people to the fact that you can actually do this. You can
it's that young spokas who said, I'm nobody, this and that. And then now it comes to life, the very same person,
and now it led me to the things I don't like. By center of attention, like now I'm forced to entertain people because I believe you're here for me. And I'm in posters, and I think I was also starting to be big-headed, and that's not the person I want to be. I was like, nah. And I think the other thing that got to me a lot was that I think people couldn't differentiate Uspogazi that is at Groove and Uspogazi that I am like 5 days of the week.
Yes.
And and the next thing you are getting DMs of, and I'm just like,
Donna manje siyakuphi this weekend.
Or when I'm like, I'm reading a book, do you read? I'm like, I wish you'd know me as a person that reads, as a person that does 1, 2, 3, and a bit of groove, but it was becoming the opposite now. During the week now, I'm not answering with the vibe, yeah, weekend. I probably gave you my number, I was drunk, text me, and Monday, I'm a focused girl. Like in Tony, you bore me. So it also made me this person that I am. But I think a young as Pogas is fulfilled. You got the attention, I think, that you wanted. But I think I prefer. I don't want to be recognized when I'm at Groove. I want to be there because I'm at Groove and because there's a vibe I like and just be okay with the people. I don't want to sit in any special place I don't want to be given any attention by the owner of this place I just want to be like everyone. So I had to like really step back and be away, and you'll see me when you see me on the weekend, and we're gonna vibe, and it ends there.
Ukazi weeks. Tell me about it.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
Go 4 a.m. You're like, actually, Hlambi weeks. I was like, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah. So that's a business of mine that I started out of boredom. Hey, 2020 lockdown. I'm a non-essential worker. I'm an intern at a municipality, and I'm getting paid my money. And sakweli, like I needed something to do. I think that's the thing I like about me. I am really not an idling mind. I'm uncomfortable in spaces where I'm not doing anything productive for my mind, for my physical being, or anything like that. So as someone that was then, I'd just graduated honors, and it was now lockdown, and I had access to money.
Yes.
And again, that is 1 year. I think I drank for all the years to come. I had money. I had money.
You went on trips.
You know.
Status on Facebook, 20 streams.
And the thing is, I'm around other young professionals who we are newly fresh on money. Yeah. Cinema.
Yeah.
So we are going there. We are drinking. We are buying these alcohol is unreasonable.
And did they just decide now that by Teben go?
We plan a thing in less than a month. Everyone has money. We are going.
Yeah.
We are going. So also, we were a very good circle because we're a circle that is known of degrees.
Yes.
Right? But we had bad habits.
Yes.
And we were not confronting those bad habits. So I think we had so much power that a lot of other girls could learn from us, or young girls, that we made having degrees cool. But again, because we had very bad drinking habits. We had very bad drinking
I want to
habits.
attest to that.
We had very
But
bad
I never
drinking
saw them
habits.
as bad drinking habits for me. I just saw young girls who are finding their feet and who have been at school for a longest time and they need a break.
Yeah, Yona, it was honestly that, because again, besing a quick for the longest time. Now we are done. Now we are back.
Yeah.
But and again, it's one phase that I'm so glad that I passed through.
Yes.
It was the happiest time of my life. Those girls gave me the happiest time of my life. Oh, those girls gave me the happiest time of my life.
I like it.
And it's people that we were childhood friends. Like I knew this one, I knew this one, I knew this one. It was the happiest time of my life, to be quite honest. And although we had because also I'm thinking my thing now is that as young professionals, we have money. But the way we were going on, it really wasn't good. We were like, why were we not saving? Maybe, or maybe we were saving, but just a little.
Yeah.
And also, I think honestly, you don't even have to go through that as a young professional. You don't have to go through that.
But what was going to happen now?
It was character building, But
I love it. Imagine now you are married, you are settled, you have now that you are focused more in your career, and then it happens, boom.
It was an important phrase to pass, but I also just open a lot of other doors. Now you are,
it's hard, that
girl. We are jola because you think you're the hottest girls. You are starting to mingle with the famous guys, Malapekasi, and you're just, it's like now your entire personality is made out of
like
you being a
naked.
yeah, but so I had to like restructure. I want you to know me as an academic, as a lecturer before you know me as I want you to enjoy the little pockets of me, using me on top of the couch, and understand that you can actually have those moments, but I don't want to make that my entire personality, you know, because you and it just makes you. Another thing I hated was that I'm this person. When it goes back to Monday, I had the most busiest weekend. I did everything that I could do in a weekend, and Monday here I am. I'm a sermon girl. I'm listening to T.D. Jakes. I'm listening to Pastor Michael Todd, and they're saying something that touches my heart, and I want to post it, and someone just comes and says,
like,
"You God, it broke my heart." You
Yeah,
know,
did it happen?
it did, because you'd have people that are like, "Wena, unkulunkulu," and I'm like, we have derailed so much that people find it funny when
And
you
now
are
you have to shift it and make it as
and
a joke.
the entire existence, like I cannot talk to you and not tell you how great God is. I don't I'm so grounded in who I am in the kingdom of God that I don't even have to go to church every Sunday. I don't want to be seen going to church every Sunday, but I want you to know just so much how much I actually believe in God, and how much I wouldn't have had not even one of the things you find cool about me if it wasn't for God. You know, and so it was just, now I can post about it. Now I can share someone and be like, yo, this is the most interesting sermon I've listened. And someone's like, I'm rushing to listen to it. I'm like, yeah. Now I enjoy paying for tickets there. Thank God first, let's go to a recording, a spirit of praise, because I feel like the other side of who I am, and now this side of me is who I am most of the time. You see me Saturday, and the Saturday that you see me has clouded the fact that I'm a believer, has clouded the fact that I'm someone that likes to read novel, has clouded the fact that I'm an intelligent person, has taken over my entire, so it wasn't a good balance. I think that's the other thing for me. So I had to be like, okay, as much as I enjoy my piano, and I still do that, and I enjoy my events and stuff, but maybe it's because of also how I overdid it. You know, I overdid it. So it made me cringe, because what do you mean you find it funny that I speak about God? Have I made groove so much of my personality that you'd rather enjoy a review from me about a song that is nice and not about a scripture that I just have
you forgiven that Spogazi?
Not entirely, and the thing that makes it hard to forgive this for us is the people that keep coming back from that past life. The people that will still try to get you to host, the people that would still invite you to things. And
are you willing to forgive her? Are you?
I am. I'm definitely gonna get there. I've made so much progress.
Yes.
And also because ndizothi nevangeli that I listen to now is evangeli that is accommodative of Uspoga's law, and I think that's the thing that I struggle to physically go to church, because I'm not finding that evangeli, right? I'm finding evangeli that just wants perfect people, but later that I get to listen and choose is evangeli that says you can have tattoos and God still loves you. You can have gold and God still loves you. And evangeli that has also just taught me to see people for just more than what I see. Now I can meet a prostitute and they tell me about God, and I'll believe, because you're a human. You can be busy with prostitution, but you'll have a minute where God talks to you. And even if you pray for you to do the prostitution so good, or pray that you get your customers, but I always believe, like, when it's got time, you will get over that life.
Exactly.
You will find something else. So in our real churches, our churches are not there.
They're not for that. And now, as I how do you feel when I told someone Spogas is coming? Like, she's a great person. That, like, Mamela, you get it, because I'm leading this to where you said you just want to know people on another personal level, in the sense that I love it when someone says to me, you've got beautiful aura. You know,
and also that coming from Upumla. Do you know, if there's anything I wanna be as calm as that woman. Like Pumla gives. I get goosebumps speaking about her.
I instead of a friend, she's my sister because ekaya kwabo besingenadonga. So I would eat whatever they eat. Like it was basically one.
And funny, I don't know her. I really don't know her.
Really?
It's someone that I know now.
Pumla Paswana, Jonas, Spokazi. I'm gonna arrange a date for you guys.
Please, I love her. She's so calm. I've never met someone ongadinwa ngumuntu.
Yeah.
Upumla is gonna find a reason to say something beautiful to you every single day. If it means a comment on 3 different things you posted today, she will say that. She will. I wanna be as calm and as peaceful as Pumla. So her saying that, Joe, warms my heart. Really warms. I wanna grow up to be a person that is very chilled. Like.
But
I really wanna possess positivity. Like I want a.
But you are.
I hope. I really want to really be more
now,
of that.
Weeks. That's why I keep on saying, you don't know why I'm Masikazi Bektana. Do you think Uguti Bebektane laugh for that Spogazongamtand? That's how they know you for?
I really don't know. I'd like
if that was the case, the moment you live that life, they would have unfollowed you.
And they didn't.
Yeah, understand. Really if really that was the case, we understand.
And to be honest, also there's a part of me that is slowly learning that I deserve the life I get because I really give out that much and I'm intentional. Like in my years of just trying to grow to this young woman, I've listened to sermons that have inspired me. I don't want to meet a person in Piwang, but the younger me would have such people. I will literally force myself to talk to you because there's
one word I choose not to use. Who hate. Like namlomo wam agamkhuphi uba
so
I don't.
Yeah, I don't want. But back then you'd be careless with such words.
Yeah.
The older me that is stepping into my 30s very soon doesn't want to be that person. Like I want to meet the most lost girl, the most unworthy girl in the eyes of the people, and still have something really good to say about them. And I hope they believe it. And I just want to remind them that you are not this person. You are bigger than the person that smokes drugs. You are bigger than the person that is a hoe. You are bigger than because you're honestly bigger than that. And I know that when you are lost, you think, and you get a lot of people like us that are unkind. And there's just no one to say something positive to you.
Yeah.
I want to be that person. I want you to slide into my DM and I tell you just how amazing you are. And that's the one thing I love about this news podcast that's older. I get those goals. I really get people that tell me their things and I cry. This week I had a girl who told me they're in a very abusive relationship and they want out. It's just that sometimes I feel like I lack